do my weekly shows of Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. I always go over that because just because something's good don't mean there can't be room for improvement. Don't mean it can't be something to improve and make it better. Just a few things that I notice, and I like to point that out every single time. But other than that, though, I go over either two or three things I've noticed. I normally like to do that, and I highlight certain things that I noticed at a PLE or a weekly show. That hey, why they do it this way? Why they go that way? But that's what I normally do, guys, and I'm gonna get to that in a second. But just some things I like to do. See what you guys got to say before I get into that. Where's Royal Rumble? What do you mean next year? You mean next year or this? Next year in 2025 is going to be Indianapolis. It's going to be actually in February. Royal Rumble's actually in February. They're doing something different. It's not even in January no more. It's going to be February 1st, and it'll be Indianapolis Field House in Indianapolis. So it will be there. Something different WWE is doing. Why I don't know, but it will be in they will hold the annual Royal Rumble in Indianapolis. I don't agree with the February move, but I don't make that decision. That's WWE all day. But other than that, though, guys, we're gonna get to in a second. Well, what went wrong with Bash in Berlin? We're gonna see what the issues were per se, could have been done to improve it, or not done to improve it. But we're gonna touch on it right now. We're gonna get to that in a second. Now, one thing I'm gonna go over real quick, and we're gonna go over that right now. Let's see what were the issues here. The first issue I'm gonna talk about right now, I noticed. This is during the whole. This is not just the PLE. I want to mention. It's not just the PLE. This is almost every time I see this. It's something I noticed, but I'm going to point it out since it happened tonight. I'm talking about Jade and Bianca. Their tag sequence is repetitive. If you notice when Jade and Bianca tag, whether it's for a tag team championship match or not, SmackDown PLE don't matter. It's always Bianca that got to dominate through the whole tag team. She always gets in early. Jay will come in a little bit as well in the beginning, but it's majority Bianca dominating, and it's always Jade on the other end getting the hot tag. She does her thing. She gets her offense and do what she got to do, and it's either they do the double tag team tag, or Jay will do her finisher. I think it's called Jaded something, or Bianca do the KOD. It don't matter. They always have the same tag. I never see Jade in the beginning of each tag team match dominating the majority of it. She dominates a little, then she tags in Bianca. Bianca always has to carry the weight of this tag team, and I think it's quite annoying. I like Jade, great personality for what I see on TV, great in the interviews and everything, but it's always Bianca holding most of the weight up. And I wish they would change that for the tag team so it won't be so repetitive, make it different, make it not so much predictable when these two tag together, because they are a dynamic duo. You got the EST, you got the Storm. I get that. That's great, but it's always somewhat of the same tag. I know when these two tag together, I know Bianca's going to she's going to tag in early. She's going to dominate the beginning of the match until she gets double teamed on, and then Jay's there for the hot tag, and then she comes in. I'm like, every tag has to be like that. Why Jay can't start off the match? I know that Bianca's more experienced than Jay. I get that. I get all of that, and I know Jay said it during the interview. But why can't Jay dominate majority of it? Give Bianca a break and let Bianca get the hot tag, or at least something that the fans we can see something differently. Not used to seeing the same thing all the time. And they did the same thing here tonight at the PLE, when they won the tag team. But I say, here we go. It's Bianca. Got to get a hot tag for Jade. Once again, I've seen this so much. That's the only thing I saw a problem with. I'm like, why do they do that every single time? They always do that. It's always that sequence every time. And I think with that whole sequence, the way I see it, they'll hold on to these tag team belts for a little while. They'll do that, but this time when they lose the belts, it's not going to, one of those two are going to get pinned, and one is going to blame the other. Either Bianca lose the belts by being pinned, or Jay, and the other's going to blame the other. Then they're going to flip on them, and then that's when the whole rivalry will start between Bianca and Jay. That's great. That's a good story. I just don't like when they tag together. It's the same old song. Every time I see that, every time I see that, it's always Jade, in a tag, and it's always Bianca taking majority of the work. And with that, I don't like that, and that goes on the list.
What's gonna happen? No, 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 no. Words? No, you just made the list.
Yeah, it definitely made the list on that one. So I'm not feeling that too much. So I don't get it. But yeah, that's the issue I see with that. Other than that, a great tag team. Congratulations to him for winning the tag team belts for a second time. Um, but other than that, though, it's just no. Change that sequence. Just change that. That's the only thing I don't like about that. That should be done better. Let's see. Do you think they will break soon? Yeah, they will at some point. Not right now. They'll hold to the belts a little bit longer. Jay did save the match one. She did. She saved it and she won the match. Like I said, she did her thing. And I mentioned that earlier that she's the reason they won. I'm saying every time they tag, why do Jade always gotta be tagged in on a hot tag? Why does Bianca always have to start majority of the tag matchup until she's get taken down 2-on-1 and fatigued out, then tagging Jade? Why can't they reverse roles? Since Jade has been training, and since she says she's been to PC, she's been with WWE for almost a year now, and she's been training since March. We want to see what she can do as a tag team if she kicks it off. That's my issue with that. Every tag team, if you watch on SmackDown, it's the same sequence. You will see Jade in beginning, but she don't stay in long. She tags in Bianca. It's always Jade uh, being on the sideline waiting to get tagged in. That's my only pushback with that. Jay does come in when it's a near fall to stop the 3 count. She's good for that. Especially when she, like you said, saved the match. She's good for that. I'm saying when they kick off the match, why can't Bianca be the one waiting for the hot tag instead of always Jade? I wish WWE would change that whole format because it's becoming predictable. And as fans, especially in the IWC, when they see something predictable, they're going to go on and rant about it. I'm just saying, I wish they would change that, especially now that they didn't won the tag team championships again. That's all I'm saying with that. They need to change that because I've noticed that for months. If they don't change it, it's not going to be too good. That's all I'm saying. That has to change. Like, man, every single time it's the same tag, every single time. That's all I'm saying. That needs to be a different formatted in. Now, that's one thing I saw that happen that I've seen, especially at Bash in Berlin. It's one thing that I had a problem with. I'll go over the next thing I had a problem with in a second. I can't wait to see Jay's singles career. Yeah, we want to see what she can do. But I know I know time is everything, and there'll be a time place when that does occur. But let's go over what else went wrong with the show. Solo Sikoa, he's going to get another WWE Championship shot. He said on SmackDown, no matter who the winner is between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes in the WWE Championship match, he's going to get another one. Like you already had a championship opportunity match. Now, granted, I know Roman Reigns interfered, but still, you don't deserve a WWE Championship shot. What has Solo done to get, especially his second opportunity for the WWE Championship? What number one contendership match did he win? Who is he beating in particular on SmackDown or anybody that's a big name to even get a shot at Cody? I don't think he deserves another championship match. I don't think it's well deserved. I think it's actually foul, and I don't like what it's going with Solo. Like, if they was gonna do that, Solo should have faced Cody at Bash in Berlin, and then he could have moved on to Kevin Owens. Because I don't want to see another Cody and Solo. I don't want to see this match again. I don't. I don't want to see this again. Maybe you guys in live chat would like to see another Solo versus Cody for the WWE Championship. I don't want to see that again. We saw the SummerSlam. I don't want to see that again. I really don't. I think it's old and tired. And I think it's not going to be as good this time around. Well, if Roman Reigns interfere or not, I don't even care. I don't want to see this again. We saw this already, and we already know how it's going to end. It's going to be so predictable that Cody's going to get the dub over Solo, and Solo don't have no chance whatsoever to win the WWE Championship. I don't care if you are a former New Bloodline. I don't care if the Bloodline's the new tag team champions that they won not too long ago. I just don't see it. I don't see it at all. I don't see how this will work. Like I said, the chances of Solo winning the WWE Championship from Cody is none.
No chance in hell.
I don't see that happening. Not at all. And I think it would be a waste of a feud. I get it that, SmackDown, Cody needs a lot of competitors. I get they want to save Roman for Cody again, maybe, and save Randy for Cody. I get that too. But come on, man. Solo, really? Really? Come on, man. This goes on list. Without question, this goes on list. This is a bad booking decision. Bad decision.
You know what's gonna happen? No. Words? No. You just made the list.
Why does he get another championship match? I just don't get that. Why Solo of all people? Anybody. I mean, they can't do a LA Knight versus Cody like they did, with Logan Paul's United States champion. They can't do anybody else. Why it doesn't have to be Solo? That's all I'm saying. Why Solo of all people? I don't buy it. I don't buy into the feud at all. I do not buy this. Maybe some of you guys buy it. I don't buy this. It does not make sense to me. It don't make sense to me at all. It really doesn't. I think it's repetitive. I think it's going to get very boring. And then you'll get the fans upset. You're going to make the fans upset on this. The fans is not going to like this at all whatsoever. They're not going to like this at all. No way. I'm not sold on this whole Solo getting another championship opportunity. He just had one at SummerSlam. SummerSlam was literally, we're coming on a month. He gonna get another shot just because? No, 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 and no. I don't think that. I don't agree with that decision. I don't think that's the best move that WWE should do. I just don't see that. Let's see what you guys think in the chat right now. I know you guys have a lot to say regarding Solo. You said I think WWE needs to bring more WWE women's tag teams. Well, they done that. They just need some more not thrown together ones, you should say. Solo won the Bloodline Rule match with SummerSlam. Yeah, you lost. That's what I said. Why get another shot? What about Cody versus Kevin Owens? Would you like to see a match again? If they was gonna do Steve-O, baby, salute to you. If they was gonna do Solo and Cody again, I think Kevin and Cody should have been at Bad Blood. It should have been right now. They should have saved it if you was gonna have Solo get involved and get another championship match. That's my problem with that. You shouldn't have did the Cody and Kevin right now. If you're gonna put Solo back into the WWE Championship picture, I don't care who interfered. I don't care about that. I'm just saying it don't make sense. Romy one, salute to you. I ain't seen you in a while. Solo couldn't win in a brawl with Fusa. Yes, he sucks. The Rock will beat Cody, then Roman beats The Rock. Hmm, that's not a bad scenario. Steve O said, "What if Kevin gets another opportunity for the championship? He can, he can, but I'd rather see that and Kevin, like he said, earn it, then just give it to Solo. That's the whole thing Kevin Owens was talking about. You just giving matches out, and I think that's why they're doing it because Kevin Owens got one, but Cody handpicked Kevin for a WWE Championship opportunity to give to Kevin. He was handpicked. Solo wasn't handpicked. He just said, "Oh, I almost get it because I'm Solo. Solo, you trash. We don't want to see you. We do not want to see you, Solo. We don't. Not in a championship match. We know that they're going to feed you to Roman Reigns anyway. It's a good story, but I just think they're going backwards instead of going forwards. Jacob deserves a title match against Cody. Yeah, he got a better shot than Solo. That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna give it to Solo, that's telling me anybody on the roster can get a W Championship match, and that's what Kevin Owens was talking about a couple weeks ago. Solo had Jacob give his tag title so he could be the enforcer, though. He did, and Jacob more likely is going to eventually feud with Roman. Solo reminds me of you funny Roman one, but yeah, I don't agree with this move. So this is a big problem for me. I'm gonna keep an eye on SmackDown, see what they're gonna do next. I just not. I'm not sold on this at all. Another thing I noticed, Randy Orton. If you notice, he did the side suplex through the announce table many times in the first steal we got here. Remember that side suplex he always do? He did that so many times so he could try to break the table, and he finally did it when he put Gunther through the steel steps. You see, he got the steel steps. He set him up for the side suplex and got through the table. I thought that was a little too much. That's why Randy Orton did so much. Randy Orton never does side suplex like 5, 6 times. He normally do it maybe 2 times, maybe three. He did this like a whole bunch of times, but he did it because the table didn't break, and that was a little too much. Still a great match. I'm not taking them from the whole match. I'm not saying the match was sorry. I'm not. I'm saying I noticed that he kept doing the side suplex. He did that so the announce table could break. It didn't, and that's why he got on the steel steps. It took so many tries to figure this out, but he finally got it, and boom, he got through the table. But other than that, I think it was a great match, great spots, and definitely Randy did a good job putting Gunther over as Gunther, he had Randy pass out, just like he did Damien at SummerSlam. That was just a little thing I noticed. I was like, man, he trying to break that table. Romy once said, "How did Orton get a title match and Priest didn't get his rematch clause?" Well, you gotta remember, Randy Orton was in the King of the Ring finals at King and Queen of the Ring, and it was like very controversial how Gunther won the King of the Ring. He rolled Randy Orton up with his shoulder, both his shoulders went down. If you remember that match. And Randy said it if whoever won King of the Ring would go on SummerSlam for the world title shot. And since they never resolved that issue, and Randy thought, and Triple H even said it that Randy deserves a rematch. Instead of for King of the Ring, it became for the world title. So that's how Randy Orton got to the world title picture. And I think Damian Priest will get a rematch. We just don't know when. I don't know when they're going to do that, but at some point they will. I believe they will do that. So I do see that happening. I just don't know when because Damian Priest is about, he's about to feud with Finn Balor. Those two about to go at it. We know that's how that's going to go down. So he gonna probably do that for a couple PLEs. Then he'll move on. Then he probably gonna come to Gunther or whoever's chance to say, "Hey, I didn't get my rematch calls for the World Heavyweight Championship. I was world champ, and I think we should. He gonna get his opportunity, but I don't see it happening now. But some maybe in the future, I do see it going down. I can't see him not doing that because Seth Rollins even got his world title rematch as soon as he came back. Remember at Money in the Bank, guys, when Seth Rollins came back from injury, he challenged. Damian wanted to face him as Money in the Bank for the world title. So definitely, if Not just Randy Orton get a shot, Seth Rollins got a shot too. He got an opportunity to get his title back. Now he did not win, but he did get the opportunity to win it back. He did do that. So they could do that for Seth and this whole controversial King of the Ring win with Randy. They definitely should do the same thing to Damian Priest, who was who was World Heavyweight Champion, and he's now a former World Heavyweight Champion. So only be fair to do it that way. But these steps, it was just too much, so I put that on the list as well.
What's gonna happen? No, 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 no. Words? No. You just made the list.
You said from Bloodline Story, do you think Jay, Sammy, and Jim will side back with Roman? That I've been thinking about that. It probably will be a good setup, but I don't think that's how they're gonna do it. Sammy, Sammy Zayn just had stem cell therapy, so I don't know when he's gonna come back. And Jimmy, I know he's gonna come back. JJ will take the titles on Bloodline. I believe that's where they're gonna go with it. They haven't used rematch clauses for a bit though. Well, they're starting to get into the fold of doing it now. They just recently start doing that now. So we're gonna see what the next move is gonna be regarding that. But I do see them doing something with that. We'll see what happens next. See what the next move is gonna be. But they start to enforce the rematch clauses again. But that's been going on for it just now hasn't been highlighted like it is now. It's not really something new. It's been going on for quite some time. But they just starting to talk about it more. CM Punk versus going to be a great match. No, that most definitely. That's where it's going to be headed next. WWE needs to rebuild Ilya and give us Gunther versus a Survivor Series because the Indies Ilya beat Gunther. Definitely. Another good match. What do you think of the Big Bronson Reed's feud with Braun? Oh, that was a great match on Raw. I actually talked about it if you check my Raw review for this past week. But let's talk about another thing I noticed here. One more thing I noticed, and it's Kaiser. And I think it's getting to the point with Kaiser. Kaiser's doing great. He started to evolve into his own. Now, he came in, he stepped in, interrupted Samantha, say he wanted to announce Gunther. I think what's going on is Gunther, you know, having Kaiser by his side is great for Imperium, but I think Kaiser is about to outgrow Gunther if he hasn't already. And I think what should happen next is Kaiser officially breaks away from Imperium and Gunther, and he needs to be on his own. Remember, Kaiser feuded with Sheamus. He is he just challenged LA Knight, answered the open challenge for the United States Championship. And I'm not just talking about Kaiser being over in Germany. I'm talking in general. I think Kaiser has enough legs. He can stand on his own too and be a singles competitor. I think, and even Undertaker said this on his podcast, 6 Feet Under, that Kaiser is under Gunther's shadow. Kaiser needs to be on his own. He does not need to be around Gunther like that anymore. I think that's behind him now. Hopefully WWE does this sooner than later. I really hope that's where it's going to go. Kaiser is good. He's a very good heel character. He needs to be on his own. He needs to break free from Gunther. Because Gunther's going, if you stay around Gunther as long as you will or do, Gunther's just going to hold you back. He's going to continue to hold you back in your career. And that's something you don't want to do so much. I highly doubt that's something you will want, but I think that's going to be the case here. Russell will beat Braun for the IC title. Good prediction. Kaiser is getting that Tiffany Sweet Honey already winning life. Yeah, but he needs to be a single star on his own. XL Pro, salute to you. But yeah, I think he needs to get from under Gunther. He has enough legs to stand on his own, and I think it's gonna make it worse the longer he stays under Gunther. Do you think Giovanni will play on SmackDown? No, I don't think so. Ludwig is brilliant. He could cook his own. Yeah, he needs to be a singles competitor on his own. He does not need to be under Gunther anymore. We seen it on Monday Night Raw. He's already doing his thing. He held his own against Sheamus. He held his own against other guys. He has his own segments, his own story. So I think WWE needs to really move forward with that. And with that being said, since that is going on, this also goes unfortunately on the list.
I'm tired of being nice. Tell me when I'm telling lies. You know what's gonna happen? No. Words? No. You just made the list.
Yeah, tell me when I'm telling lies. I think Gunther, does not need to have Kaiser under him anymore because it seemed like Gunther's going to be a babyface soon. And I don't think that Kaiser needs to stay there. I think he needs to be on his own. You already got rid of Giovanni. He's on SmackDown. How about have Kaiser on his own as singles competitor and don't be with Gunther? If anything, he feuds against Gunther. It's crazy though. It's crazy though. I don't know. That's what I think. I don't think that this is going to. I don't know. Kaiser, I see star power in him. I'm not saying he's going to be the face of the company. I'm not saying Kaiser's going to be where Cody's at. I'm saying I think he's going to be a good singles competitor on his own. Maybe winning the United States or Intercontinental Championship. World title, that's a little too far fetched. He's a good character. If he needs some more. That's what I'm saying. If he gets the singles star power and gets some more time and development, maybe he can be a future world champion. But I do see him being a singles competitor on his own. He don't need to be a ring announcer for Gunther. He don't need to be standing under him. Imperium, man, you bigger than that now. And Ludwig is good, man. Ludwig is another heel character I can't stand, but he's doing his job. Ludwig reminds me of Evolution Orton. I didn't think of that. That's a good scenario, good comparison. How do you think Logan Paul career play out now? The way it's going right now, everything with Logan Paul, this how it's looking right now.
No chance in hell.
Let's see. What's the other question you guys have? Ludwig on the mic, he spits bars like Prime Easy E. That's funny, Romy one. How long am I streaming for? Not that much longer. Since I already covered the whole PLE, I went over the rating, and I'm finishing up what went wrong with Bash in Berlin. I've been on here for over an hour now, but I will make video forms of this probably tomorrow. I will split this up, and I'm also going to talk about more stuff, and I will be streaming my review of Monday Night Raw. That's going to be a good one. And of course, before Monday Night Raw, I will be covering the NXT No Mercy tomorrow. For guys who do follow NXT, I will cover NXT No Mercy. I think it ends at 9 tomorrow, Central Standard Time. Tomorrow night, I will cover NXT No Mercy. That's going to be going on. I will watch it, and I'm going to cover it afterwards, the post shows like I did with Bash in Berlin. So keep an eye out for that. Keep the notification bell on. And keep an eye on when I do go live on that, and then Monday Night Raw. So I will stream tomorrow night, then Tuesday morning for Raw, and then NXT Tuesday. Logan Paul getting the Janelle Grant treatment. Seems like it. Where do you see Jey Uso career going next year? Honestly, since they're not doing nothing with Jey, he has not won that one single championship. I would say Jay's gonna go back to a tag team with his brother on SmackDown, which would be the rightful decision, and he will be probably get the tag team titles back. I think he's gonna get off Raw and go back to being a tag team competitor. When do I stream? I normally stream, like I said, Tuesday morning for Raw, or sometimes Monday night, mostly Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon. Tuesday afternoon for Raw to cover that show, Wednesday afternoon to cover NXT, Thursday evening to compare NXT and AEW, and then I make videos. You'll see videos throughout the week, and also I cover these PLEs, and I do predictions on the PLEs as well. CBRC say I sub, appreciate that, man. Yeah, keep your make sure your notification bell is on. Make it set your notification bell to all, so you can know when I'm going live and when a video is going to be released on the channel. Greatly appreciate it. But yeah, Kaiser, bottom line, he needs to be a singles competitor on his own. Break from Gunther and Imperium and just do your own thing. Even if you got to put him on another show, SmackDown, I don't care. Just get him away from Gunther. That's the bottom line. And other than that, though, guys, that's all I have regarding WWE Bash in Berlin 2024 results, live streaming, match coverage. We covered the whole PLE of the 5 matches, went over each match, went over the rating of the PLE, and also what the things that I saw wrong with the PLE, what could be better, because it's always room for improvement. So I appreciate you guys coming out supporting. I really appreciate that. Thank Jay would say with Sammy, possibly a heel J is a risk but could work. I think that that passed that bridge. They should did that last year. But anyway, guys, that's all I have. You guys check it out on live stream in the live chat and playback. Soon to videos will pop up. Click the links below to the videos, guys. And like I said, I'll cover NXT No Mercy tomorrow night. Then I'll cover Raw, NXT, and AEW versus NXT. I do that every week of side by side comparison of both shows. But other than that, though, guys, I appreciate you guys coming out once again. Appreciate the support. Great PLE. Let's get ready for NXT No Mercy. And of course, we got Bad Blood coming up next month in October. This is pretty much September now.